Today, session 5. The day we're going to talk about session 5?
Hip-hop challenge and religion. That's what we talking about today. You want to get us started, Driscoll?
Yeah, sure. There's a lot of ways that hip-hop challenges religion. One of my favorite things about hip-hop is the way it says no. It says no to all the things that we're supposed to say yes to.
Right.
So recently, or in 2013, the Flatbush Zombies and the Underachievers got together and made this brilliant song called No Religion. They say, stop trying to be Tupac, try and be better. Stop trying to be Jesus, try and be better. And so in that same moment, they're blurring like Jesus and Tupac, saying like these sorts of figures, the way we talk about them, the things we do with them, they're doing the same sort of work anyway. And if you look at it that way, if you're honest about what you're doing with that, what it's really telling you is you need to quit doing that shit to begin with. What you need to be doing is worrying about being better, like critiquing the ways that you come at the ordinary and the simple with things that are supposed to be extraordinary, and realize that the ordinary is extraordinary in itself. So.
Well, I like to piggyback on that because I think that being who you are and being better is what contributions that women bring to hip-hop and how we challenge it. We challenge the concept that patriarchy and male dominance is the only way to be human. We challenge the way that you look at our bodies and you say what a woman is and what I'm capable. I'm capable of doing everything you can do and better. I'm capable of doing everything that we want to do, how we want to do it, when we want to do it, and for whatever reason, because we're here and we have a purpose. And every female hip-hop artist, we challenge you on everything you believe you think you know about being a woman. We're goddesses, we're earth, we're all that. And we're here and we're not going nowhere, and you will respect us. Conscious rap, what can I say? Your life, this world, who you are, what you want to be, you gotta strive to be better, and you gotta strive to be who you are. You are who you think you are. So be the best at who you are and what you want to be. You can't live in this world without being conscious every day. And conscious rap makes you think about what you think about and how you do it. And I want you to know that if through all the songs, and there's so many great rappers I can't even name. So we challenge you to just think. And if you think, you will be. And if you be, you can change the world.
Some might say that hip-hop no longer really challenges religion. But I would just encourage you to keep looking. The internet is available, and there are many artists who are not mainstream who every day challenge religion because they're living particular lives, and it's close to the ground. In many ways, what you hear on most radio stations is determined by what people are liking, what's popular in the club, and what gets the most advertising dollars. So those forms of hip-hop that challenge religion are still out there. You just have to work and look for them.
Hail Mary to the city, I'm a virgin, and Jesus can't save you. Life starts when the church ends. This is what Jay-Z says in Empire State of Mind. I think it's one of the most richest critiques that hip-hop can offer to particular religious institutions, in large part because when we look at how religious institutions structure the world, it's often too neat and too clean. Oftentimes, they don't look at the contradictions, particularly these religious institutions, these dogma, these creeds. They look at this stuff as really like right and wrong, good and bad, and hip-hop provides a complexity, a blurriness, a messiness to this kind of stuff. And so when you think about the Empire State of Mind, he's literally describing New York City, the good, the bad, and the ugly, the concrete jungle, and yet at the same time, this is the place where a whole bunch of cultural production is occurring. There's a lot of creativity happening in New York. There's a lot of drugs. All this kind of stuff is occurring in this place all the time. And it's a wonderful, complex, blurry place to be in. And what hip-hop offers in terms of critiquing religion is literally this push for complexity. It holds these institutions accountable when it comes to issues of right and wrong, of moral uprightness, of ethical deliberation. It holds these people accountable and says, look, at every time you think something's right, we can point out the flaw in the system.
Not only that, it sometimes offers an alternative. I'm thinking of the 10 Commandments versus the 10 Crack Commandments. And the critique is lodged in the reality of people who don't have economic means to make a living. So in that type of environment versus the clean, neat, ideal environment, the rules that are required may be different. And songs and rules that come out of hip-hop, like 10 Crack Commandments and many others, sort of challenges the assumptions of many institutional religions.
And that's the thing, and always, our whole body and our whole presence challenges everything. The world thinks that men run everything. And we're here, and we're not going anywhere, and we're surviving with you, alongside you, by your side. We are that ride or die. We are that CEO of a company. We are everything. And women who sing about and who are hip-hop artists, they bring our lives to visualization. They help that young girl in the hood. They help that college, that CEO. We like to have a good time. We like to party. And just because I shake my butt at the club doesn't mean that I'm a hoe. And just because I feel good in my sexuality doesn't mean I'm a hoe. And so I want hip hop challenges everything you've ever thought of a woman should be. And we tell you that the whole world is open to us. And we want you to remember that. And again, I love conscious rap. I think that if anything about hip hop that we could never, ever, ever forget is that every single time you listen to conscious rap, you have to ask yourself those fundamental questions. Who are you? Why are you here? And what you want to be? Think about it.
And to riff off that female piece, you got to think about these artists. Lil' Kim, for example, and Nicki Minaj, for example. They critique what we've often talked about in scholarly circles as a politics of respectability. That women have to stand and operate in a particular way, have to dress themselves a particular way, have to live a particular way. Lil' Kim and Nicki Minaj challenge those norms, push against them and say, no, I'd rather be able to tell you straight up that, like Andrea said, I ain't no hoe and I still enjoy doing what I like doing. I still enjoy having a good time. They break those double standards or challenge those double standards that often religious institutions produce and promulgate.
And I would want to add too that one of the ways that we might think of hip hop confronting religion involves the way that things like white folks killing black folks in the streets, either as cops or as vigilantes, is a kind of religion. It's how white people in America have made meaning for their lives for a very long time. And in hip-hop, what we've seen from Ferguson, from folks like Jaziri X, from Talib Kweli, lots and lots of artists have voiced an opinion and helped to galvanize young people and folks who are interested and focused on hip-hop and concerned with that. And the know that we see, the way that hip-hop confronts religion in that capacity is it's confronting some really, really big things that are still problems that all of us have inherited, but I think more and more of us are sick of it. And I think that's because of hip-hop. And it's also, though, like hip-hop provides the tools to finally do something about being fed up.
All right.
We'll hit you at the next one. Session 6, we'll be talking about how hip-hop replaces religion, and it's going to be in the same cipher style.
Check out all the videos, all the extra material. Make sure you do all your readings, and we'll see you next time.